Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro. Y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
Big up, people. He's a madman. Listen, this guy, bro, anybody that knows his YouTube, does he have a YouTube channel? Does he have an Instagram? Anything, bro. Anything to bring him on the show. You know what I'm saying, bro? This guy's a legend. But big up to everyone that's locked in, man. We're back. We are back, bro. We are back. It's been so long. It's been too long, bro. It's been too long. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Jalil. Big up Shane. Shane, big up to you, bro. Joanne is saying it's about time. Where you guys been? Bro, we've been relaxing a little bit. You know how it is, bro. Like, there's no football. I was watching a little bit of international football. I saw us smoke Guatemala 8-0. You know, say we're coming. Bro, we balled out that game. Then the Uruguayan game was a bit something else. But apart from that, big up to you. Big up Nats. Big up Andrew, bro. Big up Andrew as well. Z1, Zizinho. Big up to you, bro. Big up, man. Listen, where else to start apart from saying, Dan, how you been feeling, bro? And what you been up to? What you been up to in international? You been watching any international football?
Yeah, I don't watch these friendly games, bro. It's irrelevant. I ain't been watching no football, just chilling, licking my wounds, bro. Licking my wounds. That's all I've been doing, and just thinking to myself, what's going to happen this season, bro, if I'm being honest with you. So, yeah, just waiting. I'm happy that the football's back this weekend, albeit I just want that Bournemouth game, man. I know Southampton's a big game as well, but I've just been chilling, my bro. Just been chilling, man. Licking my wounds. Still not happy about the Carabao Cup loss, and yeah, just feeling a bit nervous, a bit shaky, and thinking, is this going to happen again to us, man? If I'm being honest with you, that's where I've been at. Boring stuff, man. Just get the football back so we can get back to business and see what happens for the rest of the season, man. That's where I've been at. All that injury madness that was going on with the England players. I couldn't care if it was a lie, if it was true. Let's just get back to business. We'll know who's fit come the weekend, and then we can see what's going on, man. But that's where I'm at. Big up to everyone in the chat. Obviously, big you up, Rash, Views, Natstar, BBK, and Rob.
Good to see you, man.
Come on, man.
Really enjoyed your stream the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before you had on Dan and that guy Anton and Jez, I think it was, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that was a wicked stuff, stream, man. Painful stuff.
Where's that guy Anton from? I swear I've seen him somewhere before. And I was like, I'm sure I've seen this guy somewhere before.
Yeah, he goes mainly on Football Terrace, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. Right, okay.
Maybe you've seen
him. Who, the American guy?
Yeah, the American guy, man. It might as well be Dan's cousin, bro. They're both deluded, man. Living in La La Land most of the time, man. Trust me. But yeah, that was a good stream, man. Jez cooked him. He cooked him.
You know, Jez, when he loses his mind, bro, like it's a wrap. Even the last stream we did, bro, he was like, yeah, I'll take the shit. I don't give a fuck. He was like, I don't give a fuck. The last stream, bro, Jez is a madman. Big up to Jez, bro. Big up to Jez, man. Big up to Jez. Views. What you telling me, bro? I know it was sad for you lot. I wanted you lot to go through. Do you know what I'm saying? I really did want Ireland to go through for you and for Shane. But yeah, man, I know how it's been. But yeah, man, apart from that, you've been good.
Yeah. A little bit of the flu, you know what I'm saying? But we're still here, man. We're still putting in streams every day. Do you know what I'm saying? Still doing what we're doing. It's been hard though, because it's been so dead. You know what I mean? Ireland went out, you know, left it all on the line though. So that, like I said, there's different ways to lose. Do you know what I'm saying? There's different ways to lose. We got all the way to the shootout. You know, it weren't miserable and pathetic like Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. But it's just been horrible all round. First Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, then Republic of Ireland don't make it. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me still look for Jamaica. They don't make it. I'm like, cool. Let me look for Italy. They don't make it. I'm like, fuck football at this point. You know, like that. I've had enough. Like, it's been horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got, bro. Shane's like, we can do watch along. I'm like, bro, I don't even know if I want to watch the World Cup now. You know, because I don't bother with England. You know, like that. I live here, but that's about it. So I was fuming, to be fair. But yeah, as Dan said, I'm happy that the football's coming back. It's just going to be real interesting to see who we put out there. You know what I mean? You know what Arteta's like. None of us have got any information, so we literally have to wait until the game, an hour before. So we'll find out who ain't and how bad everything is. I do feel like it's mixed though, because I know for sure before I shut up that some of these players were hurt. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing on hurt. It's come out from him, from other plenty of sources. You know what I'm saying? But not all of them. So as Dan said, when we get back Southampton, I think on Saturday, innit? So we're gonna see kind of what we got in the chamber and what we ain't. So it's gonna be interesting.
Nah, fair, bro. Fair. BBK, how we feeling, my bro? How did you enjoy the international? You watch any games?
Brother, I've been waiting 28 years for Jamaica to qualify for this World Cup, bro. We were 1-0 up at Trinidad away with 5 minutes on the clock. Fuck that off. Then we went home to Curacao. All we had to do was win. We would have been in. Fuck that off. And now this, you know, man, that's coming on the back of a trophy loss to Man City. It's been probably one of the worst international breaks. Not only is it bad, the last time we qualified for the World Cup, it was us, USA, and Mexico. This time around, USA, Mexico, and Canada didn't qualify. They're host. So that's 3 open spots. And we still fucked it up. So I'm just gonna cross that off my bucket. There's 2 things left in football that I want to see. These eyes want to see the Reggae Boys on the pitch, and these eyes want to see Arsenal win the Champions League. I'm not sure that's gonna happen in my lifetime. You know what I mean? So this was one of the worst international breaks. You know, losing a trophy going into it, and then with a little bit of hope that these men would actually do it, and then the letdown, Northern Ireland, the letdown, the Italy letdown for Gianni. It was just bad all around. Now all we have left is Arsenal.
Right.
And that's a dangerous game to play when all you have left is Arsenal. You know, with a 3-point lead, disguised as 9. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, other than that, man, life is good. But football, it hasn't been great, man. But big up to you for having me on. Big up to the chat. The legend that is Views, Real is Good on yourself, Rob, and that's the legend. Big up, man. Yeah, let's talk some ball, man. But all good. Football aside, all good.
Big up, man. Big up. Shout out to all the Jamaican brothers, bro. I feel for them. I know 28 years is long. 28 years is long. I can't lie. It's football, innit? It's football. It is where it is. Nats.
So Robbie Earl and them man there was playing last time.
He scored our first goal, bro. He scored our first goal. I still remember the whip on that ball from Billy Gardner, right on his forehead. You know what I mean?
Shit, man. That's time ago. But listen, Nats. What are you saying, bro? What you been watching in international break?
I've been watching a few here and there. First and foremost, big up to yourself, Rashid. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Big up Dan, big up Views, big up Terran, BBK, and big up Rob as well. Yeah, to echo what Terran was saying, like, I'm gutted that the Reggae Boys didn't go through, man. But I'm actually pissed off. BBK, you'll know why. You'll know exactly why. That Wally with the brolly, yeah? Steve McLaren, that fucking prick, bruv. Yeah, should never have got the job. They sacked him, and they sacked him way too late.
Facts.
Go figure. Leon Bailey was already highlighted issues with the federation, but again, the Italian federation is fucked. Like the Ireland federation, Roy Keane was talking about that shit for years. Like it's all pretty much the same problem. There's no investment in grassroots developing. You know, even building like the infrastructure. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not even like Jamaica don't have the players. Like Curacao got ahead of us. Curacao, bruv. No disrespect. Curacao, and then we have to rely on beating Congo, and they got a good team as well. And fair play, they got through and all of that. But it was like extra time. We had chances, bro. We had like Leon Bad Boy Bailey had a couple of chances as well. It's annoying. It's frustrating, man. You know, with Ireland, like it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That massive high with the Hungary game, I saw that. Do you know what I'm saying? And then couldn't get it over the line. Sweden just about scanned their way through. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Italy. I mean, when you got Calafiore starting, I mean, we know. We know. Do you know what I'm saying? You're basically doomed to fail. Gattuso, like I was on Gianni's stream last night, man. He was livid, bro. And rightly so. Rightly so. Like you can't be not qualifying for a World Cup 3 times in a row. As bad as England are, yeah. The last time we didn't qualify, what was it, the 70s? Was it 74, 78, something like that? Long time ago. And the last time we didn't qualify for a major tournament was the 08 Euros. So as bad as we are, like Italy is just like, but again, Gianni broke it down expeditiously, you know, like all the politics and all that bullshit. It's just like, it has to stop. But the bottom line is, you know, I'm still also pissed off with the League Cup. So on the footballing side, it's been horrible for me as well. But when it comes to real life, all good. Do you know what I'm saying? Day by day, happy tax new year and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? For the real ones that know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, fresh new start and all of that. And well, let's see how the boys do on Saturday against Southampton, because that's a must-win game, isn't it? That's a must Bomber Clark winning game. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't win that, yeah. Like, all hell's gonna break loose. Blood fire. Do you know what I'm saying? Blood fire. Best believe. And I'll leave it at that.
Nah, facts, 100%, man, 100%. Rob, what are you telling me, bro? You been watching any international football?
Not really. I'm not a mad international fan, so my input on this might not be so great. But like, I've actually, do you know what? I haven't been out and been social since December the 30th. So I had some time off. So I've been kind of like doing bits and pieces out and about. So I've been a bit more kind of social than usual the last week or so. Supposed to be doing something tonight as well, Lay. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I got a drum and bass night potentially tonight. Could go to, but yeah, I mean, I saw like obviously England failing against Japan. Do you know what? With the whole, obviously keeping an eye on the whole sort of like injury situation, it will be interesting to see who starts on Saturday, because like it's like, you know, we hear a lot of chat, we hear a lot of words, but I mean, you know, actions obviously speak louder than words. So it'd be interesting to see who actually gets onto the pitch. But I suppose even then we don't know, because we know Arteta just plays people anyway. So it's very hard to tell until you actually see the performances on the pitch, and then you realize, oh, 45 minutes in, Rice is fucked, this guy's fucked, this man's fucked. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all pans out. But yeah, I was watching Johnny stream a bit yesterday, and like, man, he was absolutely livid, wasn't he? He was just, and correctly. It was interesting to hear him break down the politics of it, because I didn't know, you know, I'm really sort of ignorant to it. I have no idea about kind of the Italian politics and not picking from the pool of players available. But for them to be through a third World Cup in a row to not have Italy, that's criminal, man. That's super criminal. And when you got, like, no disrespect, but when you got like Uzbekistan there, and you've not got Italy, it's like, well, what are we doing here? Do you know what I mean?
You got Georgia.
It's been a good week. It's been a good week, though.
But I mean, it's football. Like they don't deserve to go through. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Obviously, Italy, man, they've always been there. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on watching. Do you know what I'm saying? Watching the World Cup, watching Italy there, every World Cup. But like, it is what it is when it comes to football, bro. Uzbekistan are playing, they're winning, they're getting their games, they're in the World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't really downplay what they do. But it is what it is, innit, Rob? We're at this stage of football. I mean, even these big nations, they're not like back in the day. Like, we look at Brazil, like Brazil used to have ballers. Nobody used to be a shit player. Or average, sorry. Nobody used to be average in Brazil, bro. Like, we used to Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, man, the king, Ronaldo, R9. You know what I'm saying? They had a sick team. They always had a sick team, like, by Brazil. But you look at it now, not looking the same, bro. I think the only team that I like is Spain, obviously, because of the football. And France, bro, you know, France is you know what kind of ballers France produces. Like they've been producing ballers, but yeah, man, it is what it is, right? We get to this
The
point.
thing is, as well, back in those days, we didn't really have access to we didn't have access to information and highlights, and like we weren't able to see these players as much. So not only did they have a much better crop of players, you didn't get to see them on the regular. Nowadays, you've got YouTube, you've got highlights left, right, and center. That's why I have such a problem with like our Arsenal fans who don't know anything about our club. It's so much easier for you to get access to that information now. Like I literally had to get books from a library to learn about Arsenal. I didn't have Google. I could just go and type in, yet they still can't do it. So we're just sort of oversaturated with midness now, which is it's part of the problem.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. But listen, we want a little recap to the game. Unfortunately, me and my boy Dan here, we lost our mind inside the pub. Like everybody was looking, but everybody was mad. Dan, I want to ask you something in front of the people. Everybody was mad, bro. Everybody was cussing the players. I don't understand who these tippity top gooners, where they are, bro. Like outside, everybody that was there, including the guy that I don't like, you know what I'm saying, was cussing the players, Dan. Like that's what I saw. That's what I saw, bro. I saw the same way I react, these people were reacting. It's like there was nothing different. So I don't know if that's negative, but bro, people spent money, you know. Even if you spent nothing, you spent 100, 120, 130 easy, bro. Even maybe more to go watch that kind of football. And like you said, bro, there's always a way to lose. You know, if I was a Barcelona fan and I lost against Inter Milan last season, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We played, we tried, we scored again. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta lose. It's football. But the way we lost, Dan, I mean, you know, 45 minutes, you already told me, like, nah, bro. And we can't blame it on that Havertz chance, bro, or Kepa. But yeah, man, what's your feeling right now? What's your feeling right now, Dan? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Yeah.
What's your feeling now, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say, obviously we linked up, we watched at the pub, me and you, Rash, innit? And I should have known it was gonna go wrong before when that funny done was next to man trying to talk to man. Some funny done. Yeah. Asked me all sorts of strange questions, man. I said, Rash,
what, you got kids, yeah? You have kids.
Strange Danny. Yeah, the energy was off from then, Rash. You understand? But
does he like football even?
He didn't even know what was going on. So who's Arsenal then he's saying to man? He was just, what are you doing, bro? Weird. But yeah, man, obviously we was there, we watched the game. To be fair, both me and you, when you get down to Wembley and all of that, we was obviously trying to get into the stadium and all that. That went wrong, so we went to the pub. And then, when you get down, you're feeling positive, you get into the spirit. I was thinking, I'm feeling more confident there because
we were singing,
all of that good stuff. 4 weeks prior to that, I said it on my channel. I said we're getting slapped by Man City in the final. Yeah, for some reason, I thought we was gonna do something, especially when man was down there. I'm saying 2-1s. Obviously, Dan's going for 5-0s and these crazy scorelines. You understand? Madman. Then the game started off well. Havertz had that chance, obviously, first 20 minutes. And then same what we've been seeing all season, gone into our shell, inviting pressure, no cutting edge, couldn't get out. Man City over us like a bad rash, scored the first goal. As soon as that second goal went in, I said it's done, it's over. We might as well leave now, man. But yeah, there's only one point, there's only one finger to point, and that's Mikel Arteta. That's what we're doing, yeah? Because this is not the first time we've seen this. We've been seeing this for the whole season. This poor, negative, lethargic, slow, don't get beat football. You've gone to Wembley and set up to say, you know what? We're not going to get beat. We're going to try and nick a nasty corner or a set piece again, and hope for the best. But you know what Pep said? Not today, my friend. Yeah? Not today, my friend. Teacher against the pupil and he got schooled. That's what happened. Yeah, get on top of them. Go for the game a bit. It seems like anytime Arsenal come up against the team that's actually going to try and attack and put some pressure on us, we struggle. And that's exactly what happened, man. That's exactly what happened. I'm still fuming, if I'm being honest with you. I'm still fuming, but it was to be expected. And now the worry is going into this Southampton game because we're going to get into that. Obviously, Southampton unbeaten in 14 games. And old Dussheads knocked Fulham, I think it was out of the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. They've already done with dealt with a Premier League team already. So us going into this game, I'm not going in there confident. I'll be honest with you. I am not going in there confident. But yeah, I'm in a dark place, if I'm being honest with you, man. I'm being in a dark place for a while now with this team. And I think we've just been lucky, man. We've been scraping results. I went to the Premier League games that we've won this season. Yeah, everyone keeps talking about this. Oh, we've scored 54 goals and all of that. Over half of those goals has come against the bottom 6 in the table. Your Tottenhams, your Leeds, your Nottingham Forest. This is where most of the goals
No way, you
from.
got the stat. You got the stat, Dan.
I've got the stat, my bro. It's not hard to do the stat. There's 8 against Tottenham. There's 9 against Leeds. Yeah. There's 3 against Nottingham Forest. Have you got to play Forest again? There's 4 against Nottingham Forest. Then you've got 3 against Burnley. The stats are all there for you, my bro. And then the other games, it's been scrapey, nasty stuff. The only other game in isolation is Aston Villa, 4-0 at home. And even in the first half of that game, we were dog shit. We should have been 2-0 down. You understand? When you look at all the other games for the season, we've been scraping past teams. Bournemouth, who we're coming up against at home, or when we played them at their ground, 3-2, straight past them. Fulham, straight past them. Then we go to the losses. Then we go to all the draws. It's time to be very, very concerned. And the problem is with this manager, I can't see him shifting. Especially now, it's nervous times, it's squeaky bum time. He's going to be going even more negative now. It's going to be even more afraid now. He's not going to say, you know what, I'm going to put down on, let's just go and slap some teams off the park now and get this league over the line. The only way we win this league now is if Man City don't do what they're meant to do. I've already said it. If Man City win all their games from now until the end of the season, we ain't winning the title. It's done. It's over, buddy. Yeah? I'm telling you, it's over. Call me negative, call me whatever you want to call me. I'm just being real. That's how I'm feeling right now. Still 70% sure we're going to win the Premier League. And everything is now on that Bournemouth game. That Bournemouth game is a cup final, people. Yeah? It's a massive, massive game, man. And I'm not too sure how we're going to fare in it because they beat us at the Emirates last season. And yeah, it's time. I don't know where I'm at right now, if I'm being honest with you, Rash, man. I'm here, man. That's where I'm at right now, man. I'm in a dark place. I'm not confident. I'm not saying we're going to win the league. We should win the league, but I wouldn't be surprised if it all crumbles away from there. If we get slapped up at St. Mary's and then we lose against Bournemouth. I wouldn't be surprised right now, man.
I mean, we'll get into that in a little bit. Views, my boy. I mean, meeting Dan was turning around and saying, "Yo, Rashid, we best get out of here. There's no way this is happening, bro." And then I told him, "Nah, Dan, maybe it's 2-0. There's still 30 minutes to play, you know, plus extra time and not. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. That's how Dan was, bro. It's not happening, Rashid. It's not. Stop it. Stop saying, you know what I'm saying? Stop saying these silly things to yourself. But like, we got to a point where like we started off the game, and I feel like maybe all of us here said, you know what? Yeah, maybe we can scam something out of this. I never thought that we'd win football wise. I thought we'd scam something out of it. That's my opinion. But yeah, man, what now the dust has settled, what's your thoughts right now?
I knew we weren't going to win when Havertz didn't score that chance. That's how I felt. You thought that we're only going to create one chance? No. I just knew we wouldn't win. I didn't say we're only going to create one chance. I mean, the fact that we didn't create much after that is even worse than what I was already going to go with, right? Last time I was here, was I not telling everyone it's not about the other team? It's about us and how we turn up. Even in that first 20 minutes, we had lots of the ball. What did we really create other than that Havertz chance? Do you see what I'm saying? Because this guy don't know how to attack. The team don't know how to attack. We don't know how to fashion clear-cut chances, key chances. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know how to use every string on the bow, only the set piece one. And that's what happened. If we turn up and we go into our shell like we did, that's what we're going to get 6 days out of the fucking week. Did I not say that? I'm not Nostradamus. I just watch this team a lot. That's it. I look at the manager. I'm not instilled with no confidence. None whatsoever. People want to jump on little moments here and there where it worked for him, but we don't deal with minorities. Minorities that don't make the fucking rule. Understand what I'm saying? We don't deal with minorities, bro. You can anyone this year. I've been wrong up until now, and it's starting to kind of come away a little. I don't want to be wrong. We lost the cup final. Was I over on the other side? Like them man are over on our side? Was I? Nah, I was here. Tears in my eyes because we fucked it up, bro. I was so embarrassed with that team. What the fuck is that in a final? Are we being serious, bro? That's what's gonna happen when this guy's under pressure. He folds. That's what we get from the team. This football can only win us the league because we got to play bare other teams. When the pressure is on a two-legged tie, a one-off game, how do you turn up to a one-off game and try and draw it? And you're telling me that I have to fall in love with this guy? He's a coward, brother. We're protecting down, man. We was 2-0 down. After they scored the first one, the second one come within minutes. What are you protecting here, bro? Like, honestly, I ain't even got too much to say. I just get mad every single time I think about it, bro, because that is disgusting, bro. I've been saying all season, since pre-season, this ain't it. This ain't it. I ain't seeing no difference. My man's come out bare times this season. We're going to live a whole different way in the next 4 months. We're going to do something to accommodate for Yoko. Bare lies, bro. Whatever he says, he goes and does the opposite. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. Why you got PTSD? Because everyone feels it now. Because we get to a final. This is meant to be our breakout season. Yet Man City win the first trophy of the fucking year. Are you kidding me, bro? The same wash Man City, you know? The same City that ain't there, it ain't that. Pep's lost it. Rare. They won first this year. Hold that. You see what I'm saying? Not that I want to say that to anyone. I was fuming because, look, again, I would desperately wanted to be proven wrong. Get to that final, show me something, bro. Every time I put my neck out and I think, all right, I'm not confident how we're going to win the game. We were speaking about it. Remember, I was saying we're not going to be up for it. People ask me how we're going to win the game. I don't fucking know. That's the problem. That is the problem. When we're required to win a game, do we really win that game? How many times has that happened this season? And I'll shut up in a minute. How many times? 6 off the top of my head. Wake up, man. This is a joke. People have to hold this man accountable now. December this year is going to be 7 fucking years. I don't want to hear about probation. He's only been a manager here. I've been hearing some people say last night on some bubblehead thing. Are you kidding me, bro? 6 years, the man's still on probation. Where do you ever hear that in any other place, bro? I'll leave it at that, man. Joke thing, man. Joke thing, these guys, bro.
Nah, facts, bro, facts. BBK, I mean, we couldn't play like what 3 passes from the back. After 30 minutes, we can create 3 passes from the back, BBK. I mean, what we talking about here? We're talking about millions of pounds. Do you know what I'm saying? Millions of pounds. Salaries, big salaries these players are getting. Midfielders that have been gassed up to be, I don't know, the best in the world. You know, Zubimendi's player of the year. Well, he's a nominee, no? I mean, brother, what happened in that game? Like, we can't even string passes together. Like,
I'm glad you brought up the salaries, you know, because there was an England international, a left-footed England international on that pitch that was man of the match, and he wasn't on 300K, and he wasn't Saka. He plays for the other team that Pep actually plays in his right position.
Say that if I was you, BBK.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
just saying we're going to call it what it is, right? Nico O'Reilly was man of the match, and our star boy who just signed a big contract was nowhere to be seen. Nowhere. Brother, it was a training session for City. That's what it was. Second half, they went up a gear and we didn't know what to do. Like, there was a passage of play where Kepa was on the ball for about 45 seconds when we need to score. We don't know. That's the glaring alarm that we don't know how to attack. Like, we need a goal in a final and the goalkeeper is holding on to the ball for damn near a whole minute.
Some people would say that he didn't find who to pass to, BBK.
Brother, Benjamin White was wide open on the other side. All he needed to do was trip the ball. I've seen that passage of play about 4 times. Ben White was damn near moving. There was so much space there. Kepa, his distribution is just shit. And he couldn't make the pass. You know what I mean? But it was a training session for City, bro. They made no subs. Phil Foden came on in the 90th minute. That was deliberate by Pep. He knows what he was doing. That was a mental mind fuck to Arteta. Like when you turn up at the Etihad on April 19th, you're 1-0 down off the coach, bro. If they can beat us at Wembley, they can beat us down there. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a whole new look. It won't be Trafford in goal. It would be their number one goalkeeper. And they have plenty of men who are fresh, who are ready to unleash. So it was a training session for Pep, bro. They went up a level. We couldn't match them after that first half. And I went to the pub just like real as good. And after Nico O'Reilly scored, man, I paid my tab, I get my shit and left.
When did you know it was over, BBK?
As soon as the second goal, I was like, we ain't coming back from 2-0 down, bro. 1-0 was a stretch. You know what I mean? Calafiori hit the bar later. I heard that he hit the bar, but I didn't. Anything from the 64th minute on, no. That passage of play when we're just dilly-dallying on the ball when we need to score was it for me. You know, of course it was concerning that Kai Havertz didn't. I'm expecting him to compose himself and score there, right? He is supposed to be a big game guy in a final. I mean, he's scoring Champions League goals and finals, and that he could have did better there. But cool, you missed chances. But the rest of that game, bro, we offered nothing. There's a way to lose a final. Right? If we went out 2-1, that wasn't it. It's just another. He had a great opportunity to shut all of us up, to get us all off his back. Pause, right, and start another chapter in his reign in the 7th year. Trophy at your hand, 45 minutes between us and the trophy, and then you go out like that. Yeah, I'm not filled with confidence. And there's a whole lot of men who are talking about the Premier League is done and dusted, 90% chance. So we got to walk that back now, because these shit performances, is what I believe will catch up to us in the league. Because every team, other than Man City, for our next Premier League games, every other team will be good with a point. And they're going to frustrate the shit out of us, because 2 draws in Man City are right back in this thing. We don't need to lose. We can draw to Newcastle on any given day. We can draw to Fulham. We got to go to West Ham. They just drew with City 1-1. That's the reason why we're back in the driver's seat. So 2 draws and we're fucked. We're right there. City is right back in their hands with just 2 draws, 4 points dropped. So, that performance didn't fill any of us with confidence. And but we know, right? But this is the season of no excuses. We put our feet up for these next 7 games and watch it unfold. Either way it happens, season of no excuses. That either we will be Premier League champions next year or we'll have a new manager.
No, 100%, man. Win-win. Nats. I mean, you look at that performance, bro, and there's nothing controversial about it, is there? I mean, is there something you can tell me that I missed? Our forwards were worth probably 50k a week, maybe less. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe 0k a week, actually, because you've got Saka, Madueke, same thing. Doesn't matter who you play. One is fast, one can control the ball, and vice versa. And you've got Trossard and Martinelli, pace and control. That's basically it. One is fast, no control. One is control, no pace. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's. We played Havertz in that number 10. I mean, everybody gassed up Havertz. I remember when he played one pass forward to Gyökeres. He played one pass forward. That was enough views, That was enough, my bro. One pass forward was enough for him. Here you go. Here's another contract. Stay for another 3 years. I mean, that's what where you at right now?
My thing is did you see at the end when Arteta and the players were going up to get their losers medals? And that's what they are. They're fucking losers, right? Mm-hmm. You saw the look on Josh Kroenke's face towards Arteta as he was shaking his hand. That told me everything, bruv. It's like, we've got to this point. This is the best position we've been in a long time. And you do that. You play for a draw in a final. Nah, I've been saying this. This manager is a pussy, bro. He's a coward. He's a bloody coward, right? Push comes to shove. When you're backed in the corner, he folds, bro, like a deck of cards. You never want that guy in the trenches, ever. Bin his bomber clock. Do you know what I'm saying? Get out of here with all of that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Madueke can't control a fucking ball to save his life. I know he's been playing better than Saka recently, but come on, like, it was shocking. Saka doing the same thing, same old shit. You know what I'm saying? Moving at grandpa pace, and even then, like, come on, like,
Who dribbles with the inside foot, bro? I'm sorry, man. Are we gonna address this? Bro? There's only Thierry Henry that can dribble with the inside foot. You're not that guy. That's what I'm gonna say.
That guy is finished, bro. That guy is fucking finished. Yeah. That donkey Havertz, bro. I agree with you, views. As soon as that didn't go in, and then Saka tried to get in with the rebound and all of that, I knew it was going to be a long day. The fact you got Ryan Cherky, yeah, one of your own, Rashid, technically, yeah, doing keepy ups, and then Ben White doesn't even take him out proper. See, if that was back in the day, Tony Adams, even a Lauren, Lee Dixon, that guy wouldn't have carried on, bro. That guy would have been stretchered off. Whereas with Ben White, well, you know what I'm saying? He was poor for England. Like, need I say more?
Lauren did it to Ronaldo once. No, Nat. He did it to Ronaldo once, I think.
Yeah.
Ronaldo was showboating. Them times Ronaldo was skillful. He was skillful them times.
But Ben White ain't, the point is, bro, like Ben White ain't that guy, bro. And he's finished as well. Do you know what I'm saying? He can't do it anymore. He's another one of many in this team that needs to be clotted in the summer. Do you know what I'm saying? They need to be shipped out big time. I mean, Zubamendi. Super Mendy, do you know what I'm saying? Super shit, more like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what anyone says, yeah. Norgard has been, I'm not saying he's been our best player, but he's been our most consistent, do you know what I'm saying? And he's hardly got minutes. You're telling me that a sensible signing, £10 million and all of that, yeah, can't do any worse than fucking Zubamendi. I mean, get real. Get real. Do you know what I'm saying? Declan Rice, he runs around a lot, he tries, but again, wasn't enough on the day. Gyökeres, not good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Martinelli, been his bomber Clark. Blood fire, straight away, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Straight away. Best believe that. You're having a word with Savio. You know, like, get fucked, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Royally, for that shit. It's a final, bro. If it was a community shield, I wouldn't like it, but at least I'd be like, you know what? At least you can read the room. Do you know what I'm saying? At least, like, you know, it's a meaningless game. Whatever. It is what it is. It's a charity game. This is a major cup final, bro. This is a major trophy. And you're doing Chinese whispers or whatever the fuck with Savio. I don't care if he's your teammate, bro. And let's be real, Martinelli's Bolivian. I don't care. He's Bolivian, Belize, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that guy for me, he needs to go. 180k a week. Oh, my lord, bro.
They said no to Martinelli. Was it Martinelli plus money or the other way around to Mbappe, bro?
Yeah. I'm not Mbappe's biggest fan, but Mbappe is levels above that prick. Levels above that prick. Do you know what I'm saying? At least he can put the ball in the back of the net consistently from that side as well. Mbappe ain't even an out-and-out striker. But you see what he's doing now with Real Madrid? He got a lot of shit, and he was like, do you know what? I can't be messing about like I was at PSG. I got to deliver now. And one thing I've never questioned about Kylian Mbappe is the mindset. Two things, his finishing and his mindset. That's innate. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything else is a bit lacking here and there, but we know these players like Vinny Jr. and all that, P&P merchants, they rely on their pace too much. We'll see how they adapt later on, like down the road. But Martinelli, for me, yes, this manager's ruined him, but at the same time, it's just like, you got to be doing more. You got to be doing a hell of a lot more. Like, I don't believe he's that bad that he's, you go from good to like super shit like overnight. But at the same time, it's just like these players, it goes beyond mercenaries because every player in world football is a mercenary. Let's be real. You know, money talks, innit? But these players are charlatans, bro. I can't remember who said it on one of the streams, but big up. Like, apologies for not remembering who said, but they're charlatans, bro. They're absolute charlatans. You know, most of our players are on over 100k a week. There's not that many that are under that 100k threshold. That's embarrassing, bro. And I said before in Gianni's stream, I've said it on my own. I was like, I'm on Josh Kroenke's neck. I've gone way to infinity and beyond Buzz Lightyear settings in regards to getting this manager out. This is more on the Kroenkes now. Josh Kroenke in particular. Sign, seal, and deliver. Andrea Mafioso, bad boy Berta, mate. Give him double what Arteta's on. Don't you dare let him go Man City. Because blood fire, best believe, I'll lose my shit. I'll lose my fucking shit, I swear. And then with the way the season's going, I'm with you, Dan. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't win this league, we don't win anything else, because it looks like it. I said it on here. I've said it on many other streams, including mine. We don't win that League Cup, we ain't winning shit this season. Do you know what I'm saying? So sack this fraudulent prick. Do you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, Captain Black looking ass motherfucker. Do you know what I'm saying? Sack Lego head right here, right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's only going to get worse. Even if we win the league, you think we're not going to be 8th by Christmas, which is worse than what Liverpool have done this year. You really think that won't happen to us? Their players are beyond finished. They're running on negative energy, bro. I'm just being real. I'm not even trying to be toxic and negative myself. So, but even though I've rambled on a lot, like I'll end it on this, right? Yeah. Any of these top gooners, any of these Arteta inners, whatever you want to call yourselves, right? Positive fans. Where do you see Mikel Arteta in the next few years with the way things are going? That's the only question I'll ask them. Where do you see this manager going? Will we win the better yet? Will we win the Champions League in the next 3 years from now with this manager? I'll put my life on it and say that that's not going to happen. And ultimately, that's all she wrote, isn't it? So
Here's what it is. Well said.
Nah, you're killing a little bit of belief I've got in that Champions League, man. I'm still hoping something might happen this season, my bro. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
Lady luck, man. You know what I'm saying?
If this manager wins, I'll stop calling him Lego head and I'll say build the statue, bro. If he wins the Champions League this season, I will forever stop calling him Lego head and he can have his statue. No drama.
I mean, how much more luck? We got who? We got now Sporting. We had Leverkusen. We had the best route. Do you know what I'm saying? Now we got Barcelona. Apparently, Barcelona's got the shittest defense in Europe, in the Champions League, in the big teams. So, what more luck do you want? Like God has gave us. God has gave us. You know what I'm saying? He's gave us a lot of luck in the Champions League, in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup. All we played really is teams that are, there for the taking. But that's a convo for another day, I guess, the Champions League. Rob, where are you at right now? Where's your head at?
Well, do you know what? I actually started. This is kind of like a thing that happens to me, right? Like I started to believe before that Carabao Cup final that we would actually win it. And it's not like just hope, not just like, okay, cool, maybe it's a good moment, blah, blah, blah. I actually started to believe, like on the Saturday or something before the game. And I kind of knew at that point, and I was like, shit, because this has fucked me up in the past. So I believed before the PSG game that we would win the Champions League. And then fucking that was done in about 3 minutes afterwards. And so it's kind of like, I started to get a bit nervous about this. I was like, I really fully believe we're going to win this Carabao Cup. And then on the Sunday morning, I was kind of like, there's this tension because I know that this has fucked up for me in the past. But it was in terms of that cup final, by the way, just briefly on that, I was getting so mad with our pissing about, like as BBK was saying about the dilly-dallying at the back was just driving me mad. I was just sat here just kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Just move the ball. Is it that difficult for you guys? And there were people open, like you gave the example of Ben White in that sequence being open. There was numerous times where there were people open. It's not, is it that difficult for him to figure out how to get around? The guy's paid 15 million a year, which is about 300k a week. Is it that difficult for him to figure out how to counter that tactic of like the high press of the four that City had? Really, like, is it too much to expect that for him to get through that? And to see, to Nat's point as well, just as what really pissed me off, like about Martinelli when he was on the sidelines. This is a fucking cup final. I don't care if you're mates in the Brazilian team. As soon as you come out that tunnel or whatever it is, as soon as you get to that day, you're enemies for that day. I'm sorry. There's none of this fraternizing, none of this friendliness. No. We're at war when we go to. And this is something that I think is just lost in, I don't know if it's to do with modern society or whatever. It's too much. We've seen this before. Like, and you see it so often now, not just with Arsenal in the middle of like important games, players are laughing with each other. And you just like rival players are laughing with each other, and it really grinds my gears because it's just like I didn't grow up on this. I grew up on the fact that you step over that white line and it's fucking war, and we shake hands afterwards and blah blah blah. But nobody's fucking laughing with each other in the middle of the games. It's just like, for fuck's sake, how seriously are you taking this? You lot are getting 200k a week. Some of you are getting 300k a week, and you're just laughing with the other players. I don't know. Just for me, that's just a little grind of my gears. I mean, look, I feel like this Southampton game is going to be it's just going to be kind of like a potential sort of distraction for us in a way. I mean, I hope we get through it because I want to win the FA Cup. But I just want us to keep our players fit for the Premier League, and I just want the Champions League as well, to be honest with you. If you could give me anything, I would take the Champions League over the Premier League still, just because I've seen numerous FA Cups, I've seen numerous Premier Leagues, not trying to devalue that. Well, I say numerous, like three in 20 years. Okay, it's not that numerous maybe, but you know what I mean? I've never seen a Champions League and I ain't getting any younger, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. And it's kind of like, I just want to see us get over that. I hate that song that they sing. They sing, Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. That needs to stop. That really does need to stop, especially when it's being sung by Chelsea, and like it really just, I can't deal with that anymore. So I would want to get over the line. But can you see us dealing with a big pressure game against the Barca, or even if it's Atleti? And if we somehow got through that, could you see us dealing with I don't even think we get to the final, to be honest, not trying to be like full on negative or whatever, but I don't see us, if we can't manage a Carabao Cup final, if we put in that kind of performance that we saw, dwindling after 20 minutes of the Carabao Cup final, if we're incapable really because of our fitness of putting in a proper performance in a pressure final against City in a Carabao Cup, like what are we going to do in a semi against Barca? That's providing we get past Sporting Lisbon, by the way, because we've got history against them when we were expected to beat them in the Europa League. They knocked us out. So that's not a foregone conclusion. And the thing is, on a game-to-game basis, we don't know who's going to be injured. Like, because we could play Southampton and then we could get a couple of injuries there, or we could play Bournemouth and get an injury to Rice for the second leg of the Sporting game, or whatever. We're just walking this like tightrope at the moment where we're all just kind of crossing our fingers that we can just get us through. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like my confidence, to sort of end on this, I suppose. My confidence comes more about us winning the league, comes more from City being dodgy still, rather than us being like dominant and looking like we're going to go and just take the whole league by the scruff of the neck and just finish it off in the next couple of games or something. I feel like City are going to drop more points, and we have got the home games, so I think it's just fallen well. But then, having said that, we know this team struggles with pressure games. It doesn't matter necessarily if they're home games or if it's against Bournemouth or against Man U or whatever team it is. It's not the name of the team, it's the moment that we struggle with. So I'm still, as you could probably tell, I'm still a bit kind of all over the place with it. And the 9 points is great, but when you think about the context, we still have to play them. They have their game in hand. It could really be 3, and then, like I think someone else mentioned before, a couple of draws, and they're right back in it. So it's not as foregone as people think.
No, fair enough, man. Speaking of injuries, I mean, the doctors should be getting paid way more in Arsenal, bro. I can't lie, they should be getting paid way more. This is the list of the injured players that came back from international duty. Eze, Rice, Madueke, I think he's out at the end of the season. Saka, Timber, Zubimendi, Trossard, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, and Odegaard. I think Odegaard. Yes. I mean, is this dark art, Stan, or is it really? Because I really can't. I know for a fact these players are injured. When I say these players, I mean any player that's played under this manager is injured. Do you know what I'm saying? When I say he's injured, there's levels to injury. There's injuries you can keep on playing. There's injuries that will catch you later on in life. But like, is it dark arts or is it really injuries, Dan, in your opinion? Or is it a mix of both, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of both, to be honest with you. I know a lot of those players, probably all of those players were definitely in the red zone, 100%. So I didn't even want to see them go over there anyway to play irrelevant friendlies, especially what we're trying to win this season. So I think it's a bit of both. Obviously, we knew that Eze was injured. Madueke left in a knee brace. Who else was there? Saliba, Gabriel. These men are injury prone anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're carrying it or not. We know that Saliba had an issue with his ankle. But you know what Arteta does, man? Do you understand? What's not acceptable for maybe England and their physio is acceptable for Arteta. Do you get it? We've seen him push Partey back on the field when he's injured. We've seen this, seen what he's on. He's a terrorist. Do you get it? So yeah, I think it's a bit of both, to be honest with you. And we're not really going to know exactly what the full extent of what these injuries are until on Saturday. Come Saturday, see who's on the bench, see who's starting, then we'll know exactly what's going on. But even if they are back, they probably did have a knock. We don't know, innit? And where this man, he's doing this mystery thing all the time, Mystic Meg stuff, just doesn't want to really speak. And it's very weird, man. Just be straight up. Do you understand? Very annoying, man. Just be straight up. You need to know what's going on. So we'll never know the full truth and the extent of what's going on with this manager, innit? You know what he likes to do. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. I'll just wait until Saturday, see what's going on, and then we can make our assessment of what the team is and who's fit and who's not fit. But God forbid they're not fit and it's right, they're carrying a knock, and then he goes and starts a Saliba and he comes off and he's out for a month. Then yeah, I'm gonna be going mad.
At first, I thought Arteta was speaking like that because of the language barrier, but then I was like, but he's been in this country, do you know what I'm saying, more than 20 years. He needed to play for England. I mean, and then I found out that it's all just hiding the truth, trying to, like, do you know what I'm saying, mask over things, but like, yeah, innit? Like, he needed to play for England.
That's what I'm saying. Let's say that he is doing dark arts, then all credit to him, innit? I give the man credit where credit is due, innit? So if you're doing dark arts and these man ain't injured, yeah, and you just made them come back, you've swindled it, then I'll give you your credit, innit? But we will never know what's going on, innit? Nobody knows.
But isn't 10 players obvious? Even if you was to kind of, like, you know, do the dark arts, maybe you pull 3 players, but 10 players, isn't that obvious, bro? Isn't that obvious?
You're right. 100%. So I think there's definitely something in it, man. A couple of these players are carrying knocks, Declan Rice, these type of guys. Saka, we know what Saka's about, innit? So I'm saying, so
facts.
Yeah.
No, facts.
Whatever it is, I just want to see what's going on Saturday and what our team's looking like come Saturday, because we've got to be going full strength for that. No one to be rested. That's my humble opinion.
100%. Views. I mean, the doctors don't they go up to Josh Kroenke and say, listen, this mad scientist, do you know what I'm saying? He's trying to kill all the players, Frankenstein lab here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's letting all the players go on. I mean, they'll be injured in 2 years. They'll probably not be able to play football. Or is it like, what is it, Views? Because I'll be looking at this and I'm like I said, bro, like 10 is too bait. It's just too bait, bro. Yeah. But yeah, man, what's your thoughts on the whole injury situation?
Yeah, I just like I said before, I know that, you know, even last year, bro, Declan Rice had a broken toe. When did he have a rest? I think he was omitted one time from the England squad towards the end of the year. So he had like 2.5 weeks for a broken toe, and he was playing on. These guys are getting injected with painkillers in one needle and the other needle's extracting fluid. Like, that's how I don't understand how he gets away with this. This is what Maresca got sacked for. The doctors are definitely not going to Josh. Even if they did, they probably got a sign saying, you know, back in the fall or something. These men don't care. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I thought when they brought in Bert, and he's not even bad boy Bert right now, I can't even do what Nat's doing because he's on fraud watch for me as well. You get me? Because you woke up and agreed that Madueke, we should have done that. So I have to look at you dodgy from there, right? But he has done some good things, you know, because if with Gyökeres, for instance, once Arteta can't get Sesko, he would have just sat on his hands, bro. Do you get it? Whereas Bert, you could say, all right, cool, we have to get somebody in. Do you get it? So I'll give him some credit there. I can't expect him to have loads of victories early because we're in a mess, guys. Look, how many players left at the end of last year? Close to 20, you know, right? We barely scraped 10 million. Zinchenko went for 1 million. Right now, we're all captives, all of us. Yeah. to Odegaard, to Gabriel Jesus, to Martinelli on 180k. Who the fuck is going to take these players on those wages? Everyone wants to tell me, look at what he's done. What has he done, bro? He's left us in the mud, bro. You can say what you want about the old team. We have moments, players with backbone. Our wage bill weren't like this, bro. It weren't like this. And the thing is, not just that, but you see, like the players like Aubameyang and things like that, even if he was slightly injured, right? There's still someone out there that'll say, you know what, he's a bad boy. I'm still going to take a little punt on. Who's going to do that for our players, bro? Kai Havertz. Who's taking him? How is he our highest paid player? Like, anyway, you see what I'm saying? That we're in a mess, bro. So for me, I'm just going to come right back full circle to what he needs to do. And if you want to keep earning money like that, just fucking win. I don't believe we're going to win in the future, not the league. I don't believe that. I don't believe this haram football can do back-to-back leagues. You know what I'm saying? But as I said earlier, I feel like the league is the only thing the haram football works in because it's so spread out. You get me? You pay everyone twice and people drop points elsewhere. That's the only thing saving this guy right now. You get me? Because this whole tortoise in the shell routine, like, look at what we did when we played at the Emirates against Liverpool, Man City, whoever. We're giving them bare respect, and we're at home. When we go to their ground, it's even worse. When we go to the Etihad in this month, whenever that is, right? Don't be surprised if there's like 5 CDMs or something, bro. Like, he's gonna go like, yeah, he's gonna double, triple, quadruple up. There ain't even gonna be no blood flow. He's gonna put on so many layers. You see what I'm saying to you, brother? And this is not what's gonna get us across the line, not regularly. So, law of averages say he's been there for nearly 7 years. He spent 1.3 billion. Like my brother Shane says, the only checkbook manager to fail. Yeah, because that's what it is. Don't try and sugarcoat it, bruv. 1 FA Cup. And look at us now, bruv. Do you get it? So, yeah, you just better win. That's it. You just better win. If you don't win, I don't want to see no one telling me to fancy this guy anymore, bro. I don't want to hear from you. You man speak championship to me now. I don't understand championship. You get me? Don't talk to me, bro. Because if you still want to keep this guy, if he fails to win anything this season, you're the problem, bro. Yeah, you want him to win more than Arsenal. I support the club, not Saka, not Rice, not any pussy old manager, not these damn fucking cronkies that I've never liked. Do you understand what I'm saying? Arsenal, that's what's brought all of us here. So if we end the season with nothing in our pockets and man's still trying to do the cheerleader thing, you're the problem, bro. You're a melt. You're a cultist. You're the problem. I'm saying it. What? You. If this shoe fits you, I'm talking to you. I can't make it any clearer than that. Make Arsenal great again, innit?
Just very quickly, sorry, Rashid, like these. Don't you think that, like with Berta, with the whole, whether it's Madueke, a few other signings, this, that, and the third, don't you think like he's allowing not certain things to slide, but he'll clear certain things and then report back to Kroenke? Just be like, look, he's still doing the same thing. I've tried to work with him and all of that, and he's still doing the same old crap. Like, you know, because you saw Josh Kroenke at the final whistle, he weren't happy. Do you know what I'm saying? So do you think it's like not like sabotage, but just like do you think he's like playing a different kind of game, like 4-dimensional chess?
Well, I know what you're trying to say. Matty said it best. They're giving him rope to hang himself with, right? And that's basically how he was saying it. That's how the Americans operate. But I'm not a petri dish, bro. You know, bro, I got cancer right now, fam. Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk. I don't go on about it because I'm not that type of guy. I'm not a petri dish. I don't have time to waste. I'm not an experiment, bro. If you're gonna give Bert power, give him power, because I understand what you're saying, and you're right. And Matty said it to me, and I accepted it because I respect his opinion. I know he knows what he's talking. However, I don't have to like it. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't. And just to your point as well, bad boy Berta said that we paid too little for Madueke. No one ain't making him say that. So I'm now looking at you like, brother, I don't know what this is. 50 M's plus on Madueke, bro. And he can't shoot in a condom. Are we being serious? Do you get it? So I'm just like, look, you might be right. And I was calling him Montgomery Berta. He's gonna release the hounds. Don't you remember? I was doing all of that. But man's come and you've got one arm behind your back. So I get it. You can't just come and just create a whole miracle on your own. But at the same time, you're still on fraud watch for me. We'll see what you do when you got both arms out and you can box with 2 hands. That's when we'll really judge you. And I gave him some credit because we did have to get rid of bare players, but we got no money. because no one's going to pay for injury-prone players on massive wages, mercenary wages, might I add. And we are now stuck with that, man. We are.
No, I hear that. Yeah.
And if Berta had anything to do with, or if it was his idea to loan Ethan out in January, shame on him as well.
Bro, that just skipped my whole bro. Don't even piss me off.
You know what I mean?
My days.
Shame on him.
Ethan asked for that.
Oh my days.
Brother, Ethan proved last year in the very limited minutes that he had in the Premier League that he belonged at this level. He saved Arteta's ass on so many occasions. Now, if you put the question to him, do you think we have a better chance to win this Premier League or the Carabao or any other trophy with Ethan in the squad or out the squad? Surely the answer is in the squad.
Yeah, in the squad.
Right. So why would we weaken our team in the business end of the season? Like, could we use Ethan on Sunday or Saturday? Because right now, do we know the first 11 that we're going to pick? Like, we're not to bare bones, bro. This could cost us. So, Berta, if you had anything to do with this, we'll give you credit for getting Eze and Gyökeres and Nketiah and all this shit. But you can hold some corn as well because
that's the balance.
It was bad.
There it is.
Yeah, it was bad. It was damn near. And if you are here and you're still letting Arteta have the power to tell you who he doesn't want, you're like, nah, motherfucker. I'm experienced enough to know that in March, April, you're going to need this guy. And let Arteta be a fly on the wall now in those meetings and let him tell any one of us with sense that Ethan couldn't be of value right now. I'm not hearing it.
I've completely forgot that. Madness. Absolute madness.
Fair, man.
Everyone was telling us, we just saved 100 million. Just last year. Yeah. Just last year, they were telling us that. Yeah. My man saved his job. I can't even. Miles Lewis-Skelly falling off us. He's not a fucking left back. Play him in midfield. Moreno out for the season. Fucking Havertz in and out. Odegaard. You know what I'm saying? Only Eze. That's probably why he got injured, because it was only him that could really play there. Really. We had so many opportunities we could have used Ethan. And he was playing on the wing last year. He wasn't even playing in the 10. And it was 10 plus goals or whatever. Come on, bro. Madness going on.
Nah, fair, man. Fair, 100%. Nats, what do you think of this whole injury situation, bro? You think it's tactics?
I reckon it's just more this manager's incompetent. The guy is clueless, bro. But we know this. We know this. This guy is holding this club hostage. We can talk about haram football, terrorist tactic, however way you want to call it, right? But I'm gonna just say it how it is, like blunt, live, and direct, and in full effect. This manager has caused unknown damage to this squad and to this football club with how he's been moving. Yeah, press conferences, like you guys were saying earlier, not saying it how it is, trying to sweep things under the carpet and that when it comes to injuries, when it comes to certain other things. But again, because of the PR OSIS machine and all of that crap, right? Most journalists don't ask him the right questions. And when they do, you hardly see them. What is it, Gail Davis? I think there was another one as well. You hardly see them again. And you know what Arteta does when he asks them questions that he should be asked in the first place? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just the same old nonsense, man. It's the same old bullshit. Yeah? This manager always reverts to type when his back's up against the wall, when he's under serious pressure, yeah? He will not change, and he's even worse than Arsene Wenger at this. He will not change when he needs to change. My thing is, and I've said this before, I reckon at this point it's sabotage. Like I used to think that with Arsene Wenger towards the end of his tenure. Do you know what I'm saying? But with Arteta, it's a lot worse. What we're seeing right here, right now, Football Slim settings, is Lego head on steroids, yeah? Running players into the ground. Arsene Wenger never did that, number one. Number two, not playing players in their right position. Okay, Arsene Wenger did that here and there. Do you know what I mean? But then number three as well, it's like you can't switch it up when we know you played a whole season, proper football, going back to Arsenal DNA, football heritage, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But you got shell shock, aka PTSD, and then reverted back to type back once again for the Renegade Master and all of that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? The same thing, the same blood clot thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just get sick and tired of it. I get sick and tired of it. This manager has had ample opportunities to rest and rotate, and he refuses. damn near every single time. And when he has been doing it this season, it's way too late. You should have done that years ago, bruv. You should have done that in 22-23. You rushed back Jesus when Trossard was on fire. He was on smoke. And you let him rot on the bench because this guy hardly ever plays players that are in form. In form doesn't compute in Lego Head's brain, bruv. It's not in his vocabulary. It's not in his DNA, bruv. You know what I'm saying? But this is what you get when you hire a rookie manager. This is why I never wanted him in the first place. But we can't even call him a rookie manager. He's just dog shit, bruv. 6 years, he's amassed like, what, 100 mil plus in wages or getting there, right? Maybe there's some bonus clauses in his contract here and there, I'm sure of it. And still one FA Cup after £1 billion spent. It's unacceptable. And there's still people trying to defend it. You can't keep defending the indefensible. Like this show, like the title of this show, raise the bloody standards. Raise the standards. Yeah? If you just expect crap, these people are on bullshit and they expect wonders. They expect a piece of shit is a piece of shit. Shit plus shit equals shit. Shit plus shit to these fucking mutants equals gourmet. 3-star Michelin. No, we're 3-star Michelin cooking right here, right now. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. Yeah. That's what we're Bomber Clark doing because I am done. I am done with any more excuses in regards to this manager. If we're meant to be a big club, yeah, this doesn't happen. We don't hire him in the first place, yeah? But if you're accepting this, then you also accept that we're not a big club no more. So which one is it? And I just can't stand hypocrites, bruv. One thing I hate more than lies is hypocrites, bruv. I am not hearing this hypocritical crap no more. I'm done with it, bro. Honestly, I'm just fully and utterly, well and truly done with it. And it's got to stop.
Fair enough, man. Rob, what's your thoughts on this one?
On the
Dark
injuries?
Arts? Yeah.
I think they're genuinely mostly injured. I mean, like the fact that they're going to their international coaches, the coaches they're not playing, they're not getting injured. Well, obviously Madueke got injured while playing, but for the most part, you know, let's say Rice and Saka, for example, didn't play. They looked at them and I think they tried to train and then they proved in their attempts at training that they weren't fit enough to actually play. It just sort of goes to our ongoing weekly discussions about how the manager flogs the players. So I don't know if it was. I don't really think it was like Dark Arts particularly. I just think it's just a natural continuation of the sort of stuff we've been talking about. And like I've no confidence that whatever the starting 11 is against Southampton is going to be an 11 of fit players. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be an 11 of players who have been either injected with something or are just kind of like, or playing through some kind of pain in some way or with a minor injury or whatever. And just to kind of like what Nats was saying about the standards as well. It's so fucking funny, man. Like we do what we get mocked for raising the standards. We get mocked for trying to keep the standards up. Yet a lot of these fans are perfectly happy with our players and our manager getting paid the sort of wage of champions, right? The wage of successful people, your 280Ks, 300Ks a week, but they won't hold them. They then stop at holding them to the standard of those kind of people. So it's like, what are you actually talking to us about here? Like, you know, I mean, if they were all paid like 30 to 50K a week, which even for some of them is still too much, but do you know what I mean? If they were paid less, then maybe our expectations would be less. But it turns out that when these guys when you're getting paid like 15 million a year, 12 million a year, we kind of just expect you to win things, especially when you're at Arsenal Football Club. But when we raise that, which I think is a fairly uncontroversial point, we get mocked, we get cussed out. It's just like, where is your head at? Like, what? There's no logical kind of follow through to this. So yeah, look, I mean, like I was saying in my sort of previous little monologue, it's like we really just have to take things week by week with the state of our squad, because anything can happen. This is another reason why for me the league's still not secure even with 9 points, because any injury can happen in any game over the next sort of 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then we still got a month left, and it's still no, maybe not quite a month left. Do you know what I mean? There's still a few games left where we can come apart. It's just I feel like it's going to go down to the last day, the whole Premier League season. I feel like we're looking at a last day, maybe last couple of weeks type scenario. And that could get very peak, because then that's like high pressure situation. We don't do well with high pressure. Man City have repeatedly proven that they do, and suddenly they could come through because of that experience, because of Pep, because of the players who've had that experience. Yes, I know they've lost a couple of players who've done that, but still they've got enough there in high pressure situations, as they showed us in the cup final, to triumph. So I think nothing is guaranteed at the moment with this team, and people saying we've won the league already. I saw on one stream some guy said a bet had been paid out that he had with someone for Arsenal to win the league. Someone had already paid him the bet that he had with one of his mates because he felt that Arsenal had won. It was already guaranteed. It's like, no, man. We've got like a month. We've got a month and a half left. Yeah, like Vin Diesel said in Pitch Black, it's a long time for something to go wrong. That month and a half is a long enough time for something.
Well, that might have been Positive Dan you're talking about, Rob. Probably. I think it's him.
I say that.
My man paid him out, and now he's talking about, if we don't win it, I'm not giving it back. That's the talk he's coming with.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, it might be right actually. Yeah, it might have been him. Yeah,
that's crazy, man. That's so because BBK said it in it. The 9 points, like it's dressed up. It's not 9. We got to play them. They've got a game in hand. Fix up. If you honestly believe 9, what on earth? Where are you at? You know what I'm saying?
9.
On,
and their game in hand is against Palace. Palace will rotate for that game because they're safe and they're focusing on Europe. Like Glasner could actually win that Conference League, so they're gonna beat Palace. It can't happen.
Is that away? Are they? They are away, aren't they?
I'm pretty sure they're at home. Though. Are they away?
I think they're at home.
Oh, is it at home for that game?
Yeah, it's tricky because Palace are still in Europe, but City are out of Europe, so they're trying to find the right spot to get the game in. But Palace, they're safe. They're not going to finish in a European spot. Their focus is elsewhere. So City, they're probably going to win that.
City will beat Palace. Yeah, City will beat Palace. Like you see, Ismaila Sarr's on smoke. You got Adam Wharton, you got Munoz, and all that. Tyreek Mitchell. They got some proper players, and they got a proper manager. Like with their limited budget or whatever, like they're doing well. To be honest, would anyone be surprised if they win the Conference League? Because West Ham won it a few years ago. I reckon Villa will win the Europa League because they have the Europa League master. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Man City are just focused on the league, whereas just with us, it's like you say, Rob, it's not 9 points. Really and truly, it will go down to 3. If we win this league, it will be close. Best believe. And understand it will be close. Like because City are beating Palace, we'll drop points. Whether it's against Bournemouth, we'll definitely drop points against City because we're not beating City at the
Newcastle's a tough game. They got a number, bro.
Tough.
They got a number.
I think we'll probably beat them at home, but don't be surprised if we draw away to draw at home rather to Bournemouth, innit? Because we've struggled against Bournemouth at home more recently than.
Do you know who the last team to beat Bournemouth was in the Premier League?
Arsenal. It was us.
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, January the 3rd. So I don't know if that's a psychological advantage or not, because you could kind of think, okay, well, we were the last team to beat them, but that was January the 3rd. We're April the 2nd now, or whenever the game is. It's going to be April, the 8th or whatever it is. So, I mean, is that an advantage or a disadvantage? I'm not sure, because it looks like, obviously, they've been in, like, mad. They've not been losing games, so they've been in really good form. They've been drawing a lot of games.
They'll take a point. That's what I'm saying, Rob. Yeah. Except for City, every other team will take a point against us because a point fucks us.
Yes.
It really does. It's only City
because we're thinking about losses, in it, BBK?
Yeah, 2 draws on this right back in their hands. Just 2. And we can draw to Newcastle. It can happen. We can draw the Bournemouth like naturally. It can happen. But yeah,
because it's the pressure. It's not like the name of the team. It's even Burnley could be dodgy at home because there's going to be pressure on it. This is the problem we have.
There's a big question when it comes to this team. Of course, I want to kind of like talk about it before you guys shoot. I know Views and BBK got to go in a bit, and of course we'll redirect to Shane after this as well. We got to talk about our forwards, bro. Gyökeres, Saka, Madueke, Nelly, Trossard, all of them, bro. All of them. I mean, Gyökeres, I don't know about Dan, but I heard the Swedish fans go mad about Gyökeres. You know what I'm saying? He took him to the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? He's just shaking his head like.
I've been saying it always. You can't trick a trickster, man. Can't trick a trickster. I'm sorry, Gyökeres. Yeah, someone in here or anyone in the chat, name me the centre backs for Ukraine, bro. Yeah, dust heads. Dust heads. That's who he was up against.
Hey, listen. You beat what's in front of you, right? You beat what's in front of you.
He's playing against postmen and that, bro. Postmen and farmers and that, bro. Come on, man. You can't trick a trickster. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying that he's. I think he's decent. I'm still not sold.
Define decent.
Put him in front of goal. He's gonna slap it away 9 times out of 10. It's just, can he get there? Do you understand? Can he get there? And we can talk about, what's it called again? Our style of playing, all of that. But teams are setting up low block most games, innit? So you're gonna just have to be a bit more intricate to get this space you're looking for, Gyökeres. And you ain't got it, my friend. You haven't got it. That's it.
That's facts, bro. But I mean, looking at Saka, bro, as well, man. He's like 40 years old, blood. Like I don't understand. Like, but he's not 26. That kid is not 26, bro. Like something's happened there. 40 years old. Like he's playing like those ballers, those fat ballers you find in baller league. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what in power league. Sorry, that are ballers, but they're fat. There's not much movement. Do you know what I'm saying? But they got the touch. Unfortunately, this guy ain't got a touch. Do you know what I'm saying? So what are we really doing here? Like, what does he really do? Because when I used to tell people Madueke's better than him right now, not to gas up Madueke, he's next. But I used to tell them what they used to tell me now, but he's got more, end product. What end product, bro? Like, I don't understand what's going on here.
Product. He's got 2 more goals than Madueke this season, and he's started a lot more games than him. So what end product are we talking about here? You understand?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
we go back to the point about Arteta with a lot of these players as well. We can't fully put the knife in against them because we just don't know if it's the style and the coaching and so forth, running them into the ground that's caused this. So I can't always go 100% in on these players, your Martinellis, because Martinelli, Klopp was calling them generational talent not too long ago. If this guy was coached properly, said this before, head down settings. If you can't coach a man to say, you know what, get your head up, when he's meant to be crossing it, he's shooting. When he's meant to be shooting, he's crossing it. When he's meant to be passing it, he's running into brick walls.
Running out of play, blah.
You understand?
Facts.
Is this a coaching thing? I don't know, bro. So I'm saying I don't know, but it's just not good enough, man. I look at that list of players you got there, and I'm not seeing no tiki taka, bro. There's no tiki taka there, bro. You understand?
There's no Shirky there, yeah. There's no
Shirky. There's no Semenyo. There's no Doka. There's nothing silky going on there, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It's no triangles. It's squares, bro. Do you get it? That's what we're looking at right there.
Side, bro, across the ball.
Side to side, backward, side to side, squares. That's what we're looking at. There's no triangles, bro.
Yeah, 100%, man. Views, what are you telling me about this list, man? You like what you see? I mean, a couple of these players you used to like, I guess. We all used to like them, but
all used to like
now, bro.
He's done. He's 24 and he's done. Look how he walks. We've been looking at Saka doing Limp Bizkit for like 2 years straight, fam. And now he's finally is done. He's finished. Yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back. He cannot give anyone what we need from him anymore. He now has to change his game. Otherwise, I don't think there's going to be a long-term. Yeah, they'll probably keep him because a lot of our fans are sentimental. Oh, look what he done. I hear all of that. But just you try and put yourself in everyone's shoes, innit? For the club, it's stupid business, bro. Like 300 grand a week. And he can't even. Did you see when in the cup final when he's trying to keep up with O'Reilly? Looked like he was going backwards. Are we being serious, bro? Do you get? You're running slower than Jorginho now, fam. Do you get it? So I don't understand. Like, you're gonna have to change your whole game. Madueke, the most frustrating player ever, does the first bit right, and then head loss, bro. Total collapse. You know, like a narcoleptic, just fall asleep on the spot. That's what he does in the final third. But Arteta don't care about none of that. So it's a mix of everything. We knew why we didn't want Madueke when we got him. That's why. Because there's a whole load of them. Madueke, Savio, Doku, I wouldn't say Foden because you don't really play out on the wings. Barcola. There's so many of these players that do the first thing sick and then couldn't hit a barn door. Do you see what I'm saying? There's nothing at the end of it. And that's why they don't go to the next level. He's just another Donny like that. I was calling for Semenyo. You know what I'm saying? City got him. I was calling for Cherky. Well, guess what? City got him. Last season, before anyone said anything, I was calling for Kvaratskhelia or Marmoush. Guess what? City got one of them, not the other one. Do you know what I'm saying? Because our talent ID's in the bin. When we get to the final third, man don't know what to do. And to be honest, he don't really care. Because 9 times out of 10, or I'd even say maybe 8 times out of 10, if you're just being stinky, you're either going to get a draw or you're going to scam a little win. And that's what he tried to do in the final as well. And going forward, that football's not going to serve us. And so while I think these players are rubbish, I think all of them, maybe Saka because his body can't give him what he wants to do. Other than that, all of them will probably do better in a different team under a different manager. Because I'll tell you why Martinelli always start. It's because he runs back. He's the most defensive left winger we've ever seen. It's not about whether he lifts his head up and runs.
How many tackles he got? How many tackles he got?
I don't even know, bro. Do you hear what I'm trying to say? But it's like when we're playing him, it's for that. That's what Trossard don't do as much. So when Nelly always gets in, it's because of the work he does going backwards. So until all of that changes, as Dan said, we can't even really look. We can look at them and say they need to do better, of course. But come on, what? No one watched the Gyökeres compilation before he came. Everyone's acting like he's Ibrahimovic, like he's Ronaldinho. Never, bruv. You didn't see him chesting it down, doing it, breaking it off to the next man. You didn't see him crashing headers. You didn't see that. You saw him running from the.
But I saw he was a bit faster than now. Did he put on weight?
Well, another thing, and I'll end on this. Madueke came and said this is the hardest training he's ever done, ever. So okay. I think there's no smoke without fire. There's fire there, bro. There's fire. We broke up Havertz last season when he's meant to be training. That's how intense it was. Christmas time, you're bringing players in. Eze, all the people that didn't make the final, you're still training them, brother. Like, how are they supposed to get fit? How are they supposed to have a rest? I really feel like, honestly, all jokes aside, there needs to be an independent investigation into our training methods because, what, is it 140 injuries now in just over 12 months? I'm not making
something like that. 144 something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that we know of. Like you said, that we know of, bro. Nah, that we know of, bro. Facts, 100%. Big up Dash, man. Love for the super chat. Arteta don't want tech. He wants bruisers, bastards. Times are dark. If we finish empty-handed, bro, it's been dark with this team. Trust me. But big up to you, Dash. Nats. I mean, he's talking about techie players. These players that I'm gonna show you right now. Sorry, I'm gonna put it up again. I mean, apart from Glock 9, we already know about him, and he's a striker anyway. Saka, we used to gas. Madueke, okay, we didn't want him. Fair enough. Nelly, we used to gas. Trossard, we used to gas. What happened? I don't understand that.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. Lego head. Doing Lego head things, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Running these players into the ground, like I said before. The training methods are outdated. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's no coincidence and it's no surprise, no shock that he wasn't even good enough to play for England. I mean, this guy is as bang average as you get. He is bang average. He's garbage, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, none of the players want to adhere to him no more. There's been times this season, you guys have seen it, where Arteta's like, push forward, guys. Push forward, guys. The players ain't listening to him, bruv. Number one, they can't do it. Number two, even if they could, they're not doing it, bruv. It's like they're doing their own thing for the most part, but when it matters, they're still looking at Arteta for direction, and then he's doing Unai Emery, Mr. Good Evening, you know, scratching his chin. You know it's done and dusted, and he's done this shit on multiple occasions this season, last season, even towards the end, the season before that, when we lost the league title by 2 points. Like, I agree with you, Views. There needs to be a bomber Clark investigation, yeah? I want to see it on Sky Sports News. Once this manager gets potted, I want to see it all. Everything shall be revealed.
Exposed. Get 50 cent on the dock, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We need 50 cent on that dock.
Yeah, breaking news. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see. Live and direct and in full effect. I want to see that shit. I want to see that shit. Aubameyang has already mentioned it here and there, but I want the full details, bro. As much as I can't stand Edu sucks toes and all of that, yeah? Very good player, but as a DOF, garbage, and hence why he's not even at Forest no more. I want to hear it from his side of the equation as well. I want to hear like ex-players, the Guendouzi's, all of that. I want to hear their stories. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like one of them like major stories of like Catch a Predator or whatever the kind of thing, without going too deep into it. But you get that kind of vibe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This manager needs to be put on blast. Yeah. Front page.
We'll start with Abba. First scene, Abba, right?
Yeah,
Abba sitting down, explaining his whole situation.
He can sit down with Gail Davis because, like, I'm not hearing Piers Morgan. Do you know what I'm saying? Piers Morgan is on some like next level bullshit. You know, like bumming off like CRY7 and all that. I'm not hearing that. I'm not. That guy's a joke anyway. He's been exposed anyway. But either way, like for me, yeah, like this manager has caused way more damage than people realize. That's the point I was making earlier, and I stand by this shit. Like, you could not have over 100 players injured in the space of a year or so, right? And think that that's okay on any level, not even like elite.
Any
level.
sport.
Any sport, any level, yeah? You can't have over 100 players injured and think, oh, well, but the manager's got something up his sleeve. Yeah, he's got bullshit. He's got bullshit under his sleeve. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all doo-doo, man. Like, it's crap. It's absolute and utter crap. Like, this guy, right? This guy, yeah? He's put us in a position where we're so close, yet we're so far. But because we're so close, everyone still backs him. Or not everyone, the majority in it still back him, especially online. Once that mask is unveiled, do you know what I'm saying? Once the masquerade is fully over, David Porter settings and all of that, we will see Wagwan, innit?
Yeah, we need the emails. That's what we need. We need the emails, Nats.
Yeah, I got the bottle in the fridge. Do you know what I'm saying? We need them Mikel Arteta files.
That's all we need.
Live and directing in full effect. Baby.
With the doctors, the emails with the doctors.
The doctors, Andre Berta will be in it.
Yeah.
He will be in it. Edu will probably be in it as well. Per Mertesacker, and he's already fucked off because he's like, I've given you all these youth players and you're not playing them, bro. He's only playing Ethan and Max Dowman. Why? For the records, bro. He's doing it for himself. It's all about him. This is the Mikel Arteta show to him. Bro, trust me, once you get potted, my friend, and you will get potted, yeah? Kiss your managerial career goodbye. You will be on Talk Sport and Sky Sports in the next few years. I've been saying this shit for the longest. And when it happens, I will say I told you so. I'll say I told all you motherfuckers, all of you, from day fucking dot, that this guy wasn't it. Yeah? Where do failed managers go? They go to Sky Sports. They go to Talk Sport. Need I say any more? Need I say?
No, you don't. No, you don't, bro. Pundit next. Listen, Rob. I mean, you're looking at the lineup right there. You know, that's our forwards, by the way. And surprisingly, I don't know how we scored 100 goals, but obviously Dan explained that. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on these players so far this season?
Better than all of them. But it's kind of like, Ethan's the best forward out of all those ones on the list at the moment. I mean, maybe some people might argue that Saka's better when he's on actual proper form, but whether
when has he been on form? Like
2 years ago. That's the thing. That's the problem. So this is kind of what I'm saying. Whether he's capable of ever getting back to that form or not, I don't know. So there's maybe a question mark on that one. But I would say, I would have Ethan over any of those players. But as a talent, maybe not in the specific positions, maybe, but like as an actual talent sort of thing. So I just think it's amazing that he's the one who's out on loan. Do you know what I mean? So he sends out one of the most talented attacking forwards at our team out on loan when this really is his make or break season. So make sense of that. But anyway, you know, so I think it's a little from column A, little from column B, in the sense of like, obviously there's a system that is being played that negates these, that sort of restricts these players' attacking capabilities. We see it with all of them. Like, you know, Martinelli, yeah, I've heard like a lot of people say, you know, he's great at tracking back. So it's just weird to be having these conversations about like someone who's essentially a winger. Do you know what I mean? He's great at tracking back. It's one of his strengths is that he tracks back. And that's why, you know, Arteta plays him. And it's like, well, one of his, like, we never used to say that about Mark Overmars or Bobby Perez or anything like this. And it's just that, so obviously it seems to indicate that it's the system that's being played, which is the problem. And just about the injuries, sorry, like AJ, I don't know if it's been mentioned. I don't think we mentioned it on this stream, but AJ, who I think is still in the chat, made a great point the other day that if you compare the women's team to the men's team, the women's team have had 27 injuries. And I know obviously it's slightly different physicality, but still, the women's team has had 27 injuries in the same time that the men's team has had 144 injuries. That's a crazy difference. And like, what the hell is going on? Why are there not more questions being asked about this? There's clearly an attempt. If people were actual proper journalists, like they claim to be, they would have to ask more questions. Back in the day, you would ask more questions about this. Nowadays, people are just worried about their own. Like these journalists are worried about their own kind of like furtherment of their careers, so they kind of dare not question too much someone like Arteta, because, you know, to kowtow to him kind of keeps them at the press conferences and allows them to keep asking questions. But that is ridiculous. Like, even if you forget the women's team, like, that stat in of itself, 144. When that was shown to me, I was just like, Jesus, is it that much? Like, that's butchering. That is like serious butchering of the players.
I think Views and Shane, I think, or it was Views that got us the number. Yeah, they got us the number. I think it was 110 the last time. I think the first time you ever.
It's almost unbelievable when you hear it, isn't it? Your brain can't kind of compute. You're starting to think, how is it even possible to get that many? That's some effort. Some actual effort has had to go into making that happen. That isn't just like a bunch of unhappy accidents. That is like from an actual prolonged system of neglect, basically. And not, I mean, look, we all know about Norgard getting like barely any minutes. Zubimendi now playing more minutes than he's ever played before, and we've still got 1.5 months of a season left. We know that he's going to play the rest of the season. If he can walk onto the pitch, he'll just be pushed onto the pitch like Partey was back a couple of years ago. And this is one of the reasons why, you know, I think Jez was on Dan's show the other day saying about how he would want Arteta still sacked even if he wins the league. These are kind of the reasons why. I know it's difficult, not for us, I mean, when I say this, but I know it's difficult for some people to get their heads around this. But the thing is, the way we kind of look at it is like, we're going to get away with getting a league, potentially. So we've done well to get that league out of him. But because can you, given this continuing, see anything else, given the continual butchering of players and the mismanagement of the players? We're lucky to get away with this league if it happens. That's kind of the viewpoint of someone like a Jez, I think, when he says something like that. But a lot of these guys, they just don't really have the capacity to understand that. Like, for me, I think it's perfectly likely that we could win a league, and then if he stays another 3 years, not win anything else. So that would be like 10 years, 11 years with only one FA Cup and one Premier League. And are you telling me that's good enough for Arsenal Football Club when you're getting paid 15 million a year? No, not for me.
Nope. There was a manager by the name of Jurgen Klopp that spent way less and won way more. So he's always going to be my example. Do you know what I'm saying? He's always going to be my example. And
in the Pep era, because this is the other thing we get told, isn't it? Oh, well, when Pep leaves, we just have to wait till Pep leaves.
Yeah.
If he's the greatest, but you're telling me Arteta's the greatest manager in the world, but we have to wait till Pep leaves to win things. Right, okay.
Facts, 100% facts, bro. But yeah, listen, people, we're going to move on quickly. And we're going to be talking about that Southampton game. FA Cup is back. The Kings of the FA Cup. Listen, we need to get as much as I'm always in someone. Why I like Jurgen Klopp so much is that he always used to go for all the trophies and just end up with one. You know what I'm saying? He ends up with one. Obviously, he runs out of steam. If he had the money, do you know what I'm saying? This kind of money and this kind of backing, I think he could have done way more. But like, he always ended up with something, and I think that should be our mentality as well. Like, we need to go into this FA Cup. I mean, it's gave us we have a good chance of getting to the semi-final. We need to take it. Do you know what I'm saying? I heard that Southampton haven't lost this season. I think 2026. I think since January. I think since January or something like that. Yeah, am I
14, bro? 14 games unbeaten.
14 is mad. I can't lie. 14 is actually mad. I checked on them. I think they're 63 points, but they're thereabouts in the conversation, obviously, for the playoff and whatnot.
It's the draws that's been killing them.
Is it the draws? Yeah,
Yeah,
draws
been killing them.
But yeah, man, like we need to go into this game, and obviously we're gonna see all these injury bullshit that we usually hear about, and all these players that have been pulled out, and see on that game. But I want to go in positive. You know what I'm saying? Go into that game, win it, get to the semi-final, and then we'll talk about the FA Cup some other time. Do you get me? But it is where it is. We're at this point. I mean, if it gave us a chance, like this season, we've been so lucky. It's mad. We've been so lucky. It's crazy. Like, if we're talking about one-on-ones, players missing one-on-ones against us. If we're talking about other teams, you know what I'm saying, they're missing their chances. We're talking about us getting easy games. You know what I'm saying, to get through to hopefully either FA Cup, Champions League, something. Do you know what I'm saying, to win something. But yeah, man, it's always going to be a tough game with Arsenal, bro. We made Mansfield look like a tough game. Let's be honest, bro. Mansfield gave us a tough game, and we all applauded that game. Applauded Mansfield after the game. We were like, I'm sure everyone here and everyone in the chat was like, you know what? Yeah, fair play, bro. Fair play. That manager, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, bro. Like, it's not easy to go up against Arsenal with a team that, you know, it's Mansfield. With all due respect, you know what I'm saying? It's not that easy. So, yeah, man, we always make a easy game hard, but we're just going to have to wait and see on this one. Dan, what's your thoughts on that Southampton game, bro?
Another massive game for us. Massive game. Must-win game. Can't get knocked out of the Carabao Cup or lose the Carabao Cup final and then let's go and get knocked out of the FA Cup now. That will be catastrophic. So we've got to be taking this game very, very seriously. They're not no dusty team. Yeah, bottom of the championship or Mansfield or unbeaten in 14. St. Mary's Stadium. I remember when we was going for the Premier League that season and we choked over there. Or was that at the Emirates when we choked?
Emirates,
it was at the Emirates.
Yeah,
Walcott, it was at the Emirates. Walcott and them type of brothers.
Yeah.
Friggin' heck. Yeah, we've got to take this game very, very serious. We've got to go full strength. I think out of the two games that are going to be, even a Sporting game away won't be easy as well. I can't be looking at previous games at Sporting and thinking, yeah, we're just going to go over there and slap them. No. Right now, we're just looking at full strength for the next 3 games. To the end of the season, we've got to be full strength.
You're going to go full strength against Southampton?
100%. 100%.
Because we have to, or why?
We can't take no risks against Southampton. Yeah, they're going to be up for it. FA Cup. Yeah, they're going to be up for it. Like I said, unbeaten in 14. What are we going to do here? What is it that I'm not saying that that's what you want, but we can't go over there and what? Who are we going to be playing? Jesus up top. At the back, who are we going to play? What? Mosquera? No. Let's just stop all that nonsense and go full strength. We need to put them to the sword. And even if we're full strength, I don't think the game is still going to be that easy. So we need to go full strength, especially after the manner that we lost the FA Cup final, get the confidence back and get into the semi-final. We can't be throwing away this FA Cup. If I don't see a full strength squad, I'm very concerned come kickoff. I'm telling you, very, very concerned. They're not no dustheads. Unbeaten in 14. What more do you need to hear? Yeah. We've seen what these championship teams can do. They've beaten Fulham this season as well, a Premier League side. And they're quite good defensively as well. Well drilled. You know they're going to be fighting for every ball. Are Arsenal going to be ready for that? Yeah, they're going to be on it. Their fans are going to be on it. So, yeah, we've got to go full strength and take this cup very, very seriously. We can't go from, like I said, losing the Carabao Cup final, knocked out of the FA Cup, then going to the Sporting game, and then going on to Bournemouth. Yeah, this will be the start. If we lose against Southampton, it's looking like the start of a collapse. That's what it's looking like. Capitulation. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, well said. Views. I think you agree with Dan. I saw you nodding there. We always suffer against these physical teams, innit? Like when it comes to physical teams, we always make it a tough game. And even though if it's not, regardless, but we still make it a tough game. Is it a tough game in your opinion, bro? Like, or should we just take it lightly?
Not this Arsenal team, man. What gives anyone the right to take any of these teams lightly? Because, like I said, it's about us. When we turn up, if we play, then the team's getting beat. But more time, we don't play. More time, there's not the kind of motivation that the players should need. Do you know what I'm saying? This Johnny guy's in the chat. Bro, it's the other way around, bro. It's the other way around because when we lose, it's nothing to do with him. When we win, it's all to do with Arteta. It's never the other way around.
Hey, facts. Hey, Johnny, he's a troll, you know. You know what I'm saying? He's the man that said, I'm not watching the show again. It's too negative for me. He's here every week, bro. Taking his medicine. Do you get it?
You're doing Jehovah's Witness and that. Just speaking up into the air. But big him up, though, like, respectfully, innit? But come on, it's never that, bro. It's never that. It's his job to motivate these. But you see, like, after Man United beat City, I thought we was going to win the league then. I said, we got Liverpool at home, the worst Liverpool side, big up to Prom, like the worst Liverpool side, and we're going to put them to the sword now. That's how I was gassed that day. Then when I saw how we respected them, I said, look, bro, it don't matter what's on the line. That's what he's going to do. So look, look, we're at St. Mary's, 8 o'clock at night, cold day in St. Mary's. It might be rainy, could be any, bro. You can't sit there and say we're going to go there and have it easy. No way. No way, bro. Struggled against Wolves, struggled against Brentford, like mad, bro. Mansfield as well. Even what was it? Port Vale we played? What was that? 2-0? 7. But these men don't know how to attack. They don't know how to score when it matters. That's why you need 38 games because that's the only way this Haramble's gonna suffice. I'll go back quickly and just say because we don't know what lineup we're gonna face. Right? 11 players pulled out of international duty. I won't say all of them are injured. You know what I'm saying? So I'll try and give a bit of, because if they are friendly games, it's competent to say, what are they playing for? It makes no sense. So I won't say all of them players are injured, but I know majority are. And as I keep saying on here, on my channel, everywhere I go, minority don't make the rule, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So majority of them players are already carrying knocks. And for me, what I've been saying all season is rotate because we always end up getting to the business end of the season and we're not in optimal form. You see, last season, you see, if there was an extra week of that season, we wouldn't have finished second, you know? I'm telling you that now. If there's one more game, 2 more games, bro, we got dragged across that line in second. Arteta was doing everything to finish second like it really meant something. Do you get me? Because that's what he's like. He wants to win today and he don't look at the bigger picture. That's why we've been saying, look, even Enzo Maresca came up from the championship, and I'll shut up in a minute, right? He was doing rotation at Chelsea from the start of the season. 65 minutes, 70 minutes, 80 minutes, people are coming on. You see Pep doing it. It don't matter who it is. If you look tired in the game, you get taken off. So then when we get to the business end, the team is ready to go. Our team is not. We already had to play a final without our best right back and our best number 10. So we're already fighting with I don't care what they do. I don't give a shit what they do. It's about what we do. And we're not optimal. So all I can do is have my fingers crossed and hope that, you know, law of averages means that we'll win this league.
Hopefully, man.
Did I say they're unbeaten? They're unbeaten in 16. I don't know if I said that before. Did I say 14?
16, yeah.
They're unbeaten in 16, bro. And they beat Fulham in the FA Cup at Craven Cottage 1-0. To get through to this round. So yeah, know what we're going over there for. I'm telling you right now.
Can't be disrespecting these man. That's, I mean, do you agree with Dan? You just heard what Dan said there. 16 games, bro. Fulham as well. Like Fulham ain't no pushovers. Fulham are a good team. And always, you know, like I said, physical teams, I'm always worried. Nats, what about you, bro?
Yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good at all. Like after that League Cup final, yeah, I knew you saw them players just clapping like fucking seals, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like the final whistle, bozos, bro. The lot of them, disgrace, fucking disgrace. You know what I'm saying? The manager was right out front because he loves to be the center of attention, but we know he's a fucking bitch. I know a bitch when I see one. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, after that League Cup final, capitulation settings, yeah? I've seen the other streams that you've done, Dan, and other people and all of that. You know, I'm not hearing them other opinions no more. Unless you're willing to accept that we're not a big club anymore, I don't want to hear no chat about, well, look what he's done for the club, this, that, and the third. If you want to think like that, that's absolutely fine. Then we're a mid-table club now. We're Europa League, Conference League, mid-table club. We might get the odd cup here and there. If that's how you're thinking, accept it. The problem is they don't want to accept it. They buy into the bullshit. But it's gone way too far beyond that. They're beyond brainwash. Like it's like they're on autopilot. NPCs. We've got NPCs in our fan base, bro. You know what I'm saying? Forget Android 17. We got androids in our fan base. No guts, no soul, no fucking bollocks, none of that shit. It's done and dusted. Look, if he proves me wrong, if these players prove me wrong, we win the league, cool. I still want him sacked because after £1 million, yeah, like, oh, sorry, £1 billion, like,
I expect way more.
Yeah, way more.
Way more.
We're the only team, we're the only top club, elite level club that accept this shit. Yeah. But to be honest, even if we do win the league, this manager's going to be gone by the end of the year because we will go down because these fans care about league finish. When we're 8th, yeah, next season, let's say we win the league, right? Trust and believe. They'll hound him out like they did Arsene Wenger. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not going to go as far as cheering for opposition goals like they did with Unai Emery because that was a disgrace, isn't it? That shows the lack of intellect and everything. Like no awareness, no self-awareness with that shit, right? It's not going to be like that. But at the same time, I've been saying this. I've been saying this. This ain't controversial. This is what it is. This manager ain't going to be here that much longer. Whether Berta's here or not, whether Kroenke wants to do the same thing or not, trust me, because one thing I do know about Josh Kroenke, right, as well as all these other billionaire owners, American or otherwise, yeah, they do not want the heat on them. Do you know what I'm saying? No owner wants the heat on them. Once the heat moves away from Arteta, that's when they start doing things. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my message. We need to be on the Kroenke's neck. Josh Kroenke in particular. Forget Arteta. Berta, yeah, we can question Berta here and there when he does things wrong and all that. Look, I hear it. The Madueke thing and others, sure, no problem. But I want to move away from it's just the manager because if we keep having a go at this manager and like putting it on him each and every time and disregarding the owner, then shit ain't going to change, innit? It's always going to be this division, divide and conquer, and I'm not hearing it. I'm on the Kroenke's neck. And we need to get rid of that, the rest of the cartel at our board as well. That's what I'm on. I've been on the board's neck for years. I'm going back to that shit, back once again for the Renegade Master and all that. That's what I'm on. We know this manager ain't good enough. We know he ain't going to amount to nada. Do you know what I'm saying? It's beyond that. It's Kroenke and the rest of that cartel board. They need to bounce, bro. The cartel need to go, period, number one. Number two, Kroenke, if you ain't going to change, sell up, bro. You buy another house, buy another franchise. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because you can use all this collateral. Yeah, he hasn't taken a lot of money out of the club. So fucking what, bruv? So what? Yeah? You have to understand, right, that keeping this manager here ain't going to save your bacon. It's not going to save your blushes. Do you understand? The longer this manager's here, the worse it's going to get. Because once this manager gets potted, and he will get potted, just like Arsene Wenger did, right? The attention will be turned to you, my friend. It will be turned to Josh Kroenke. And that's what he doesn't want. He's doing everything in his power to make sure that doesn't happen. But the problem is the gravy train's over. You can't do the Deontay Wilder and fight bums still. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to fight some proper fighters. You got to hire proper managers, get proper players. Now, you can't go backwards no more. You've had 6 years dossing about. Now's the time, right here, right now, Fatboy Slim saying, to deliver. And if you can't do that, pasture's new. It's as simple as that.
100%, man. Well said. Well said. Rob, What are we saying about this Southampton game, bro?
So I slightly disagree in the sense that I think we should rest a couple of players for this game. I think we should have enough. I understand the record of Southampton. I understand it's going to be a difficult game. Also, by the way, our last FA Cup away at Southampton, our last FA Cup game away at Southampton, we lost 1-0. They put us out a few years ago. So I do get all that. And for whatever reason, the football gods, there's like a pattern forming thing that you know, these patterns do emerge. So I do fully get all of that. But I just think we should be able to rest a few of our key players and still be able to get past Southampton, especially if, you know, we're the greatest squad in Europe with the greatest manager in the world. Surely, you know, that should be an option, right? So I would rest. I don't know who's actually so injured and who's not, but let's just say if Rice is so badly injured, let's rest him. Let's put Norgard in. Let's, you know, I don't think Norgard got injured. Jesus, it's easier these days to try to think who's actually fit. Who's actually fit for us? Do you know what I mean? He's like,
Lewis Skelly, he's fit.
Well, there we go. But he's not exactly a favourite, is he? That's the thing. So, you know,
he doesn't play. That's why he's not. He's fit. That's why he's fit.
Well, yeah, exactly. To be honest with you, with the FA Cup, it's a damning fact, actually, and people might disagree with me on this, people in chat, whoever, but my last best Arsenal memory is winning the last FA Cup under Wenger, because even the FA Cup we won under Arteta, it was like a COVID FA Cup, right? There was nobody in the stadium, you couldn't go out. So my last actual best memory, which is what life is about, and it's what supporting a football team who's successful is about, making memories, having things to look back on and be happy about. You know, my last actual best memory was when all my mates came down from around the country to watch the FA Cup final, which we won the last one under Wenger, and we actually went out, had a little street party in Finsbury Park. I haven't been street partying for second. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I know maybe some people were celebrating that. Obviously, not us in our community, but, you know, I know things are viewed differently elsewhere. But the fact that my last best memory is still from fucking Wenger, like, no, I mean that respectful, but you know what I mean? Like, it's still from Wenger that long ago, and that we've had this guy for a billion quid spent plus, and nearly 7 years. He's still not created a better memory, really. The place is not to blame for COVID, but do you know what I mean? It's just sort of a sign, really. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think we should play a slightly reduced team. I've always had in my head that I think we'll get like a little scraping 2-1 victory. I think we're going to get through it. And then, oh God, we're going to play maybe Man City or Liverpool. What's the other game? Chelsea, Port Vale. So yeah, I guess we got to hope we get Chelsea in the next round, and hopefully we can get back to Wembley, and maybe we can do a little link up or something. Like, guys, we go down the pub or something, watch the game, because that'd be great. Go watch the FA Cup final. FA Cup's always been like, when I was growing up, Sky used to have this really wonderful FA Cup kind of intro they used to do, where we really used to get the hair standing on end. It used to play all the old commentary from like the 30s and 40s. They'd show like old kind of like footage and stuff. It really used to get you into it. And I just feel it's lost its kind of clout these days, unfortunately, but it's still, you know, wonderful trophy. And, you know, for Arsenal fans as well to kind of devalue it, for Arsenal fans, because it's the trophy that's really kept us up there. I mean, like in terms of trophy total, because we're the FA Cup kings still. I think it's only by one cup.
14.
We're one ahead of Man United, aren't we?
Yeah, I think they got 13. I think they got 13. Am I wrong?
15, 14 or 14, 13. I can't remember off the top.
I think we got 14. I think.
14, I believe.
Yeah, we got 14. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should play. We should rest a couple of players. I'm not saying do a massively rested team, but rest a couple of players, a couple of the main players, and we should still surely have enough to beat this Southampton team. But I think it's going to be a very rugged. Like people were saying, I think Views was saying, they're going to be like proper sort of on it. They're going to be proper kind of like fighting for every ball. It's going to be like a derby to them. Look, from their perspective, they're a game away from Wembley. They don't get to Wembley. We've already been to Wembley. Like for them, the value of getting to Wembley is so much more immense than I guess for
the underdog story, in it, like the underdog story as well. Yeah,
and it's the FA Cup with the under, you know. So
you never know. You never know what happens. That's facts. How about Kepa? Are we going to play Kepa? Are we going to play Kepa this game?
I saw a couple of people saying in the chat about it. Has he come out and said that he's going to play him in the cup?
Listen, Kepa was brought here to play the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. This is how it started. Do you know what I'm saying? So, knowing Arteta, when he was asked, he said, "I'll do it again." But I understand that's something, you know, people would say to kind of like back his idea and kind of like support his player. But
we don't want to see Kepa again. We shouldn't be seeing Kepa again for the rest of the season.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That's it.
Fair enough.
There's a reason why Bournemouth didn't want to hold on to him and we got him for 5 mil. Yeah? He's a dusthead. That's it.
He took a pay cut, remember? He took a pay cut.
He took a pay cut. He did.
When has an Arsenal player last taken a pay cut to play for us, innit? Don't worry, I'll wait. Cat Williams settings. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. That guy should never be playing for this football club again, along with Martinelli and them man there as well, because they're useless. They're disgrace.
Yeah, we need to start the keeper who saved our bacon so much this season. That's why we're at where we're at as well. David Raya.
That's facts.
Yeah, big facts. Do you understand?
He's like man of the match for like 10 games or something. Easy 10 games, bro. But it is what it is. Like when we bought Kepa, they told us this player, this goalkeeper. I mean, I don't understand. He's played in Champions Leagues. He's played on the top level for so long. Like the way he handled that F final.
You know what it is?
I'm sorry, man.
With these Arteta lovers, whatever happens, what players come in, they've got to find some sort of backing for the reason. So Positive Dan was saying this is a very good signing, 5 million. He was 70. We basically got a 70 mil goalkeeper for 5 mil. Excellent business. Get out of here, man. He's a dusthead.
We need to pay more. So quick because last year there was jacking for Skelly and Wanyeri. Now they're moving like we don't even need that. It don't matter if they get sold, they don't play anyway. That's literally it. So and then we went out and spent money on Gyökeres and Eze and still play the people that didn't get across the line for us. Everyone can jump in front of Eze, Havertz, Moreno. If there's all fit, you know what I'm saying? They'd still be playing in front of Eze now. So that's why we're on to the guy. That's why we say he's stubborn, because Kepa will play again before the season's out. He shouldn't, but he will, because that's Arteta in a nutshell.
You think he'll play? Do you think he'll play, Nats?
Yeah, like I think he will. But again, it's the whole shiny new toy syndrome, innit? Eberezer, Victor Gyökeres, you know, when we bought Madueke in. The funny thing is, we have not forgotten man like Egal, bro, crashing out when we signed Noni Madueke. I call him Noddy, bro, with his
how toxic
car. Yeah, how toxic and negative. 52 million pounds, yeah. Didn't want him. The toppest of top gooners, right? Didn't want him. But since he's here now, we just have to back it. Nah. But you can't criticize this manager. Get fucked. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for me, right? Yeah. I agree with Dan. That keeper should never be playing for this football club again.
Hey, who's this Johnny guy, bro? Sorry, Nats. Who's this Johnny Dunn, bro? Jesus Christ. Man saying that we're ungrateful, you know. What, did we move from Highbury to turn into QPR, big man? Are you all right about we're ungrateful, you know? Do we not have the most highest paid ticket in the league, big man? Do we not release bare merch more than everybody else? Are you dumb?
That's their favorite comment as well, you know, when we win the league. Don't come and celebrate.
Hold on.
If
Jimmy Savile was our manager, are you backing it, bro? Just because he's Arsenal manager. You man are like lemons, honestly, bro. It's the laziest argument I've ever heard. Go and support Spurs then. Go and support Spurs. What, we moved from our big stadium? Yeah? They can't even take down some of them stands because there's history in them thing there. We moved from that to turn into QPR. Man like Johnny, you know, big him up.
But you know what, views? Do you know what? Like, when we make the points we make as well, it's like we would never say that. Like, go support Spurs, go support another team. We don't like go down to that. Yeah, we can like disparage what people say, or we could disagree with what people say, whatever. But we'll never sort of say like, "Oh, you should go and be a Tottenham fan," because it's just a shitty thing to say. It's just
we've always had it, Rob. You see when Robbie, no, shut up. See when Robbie started AFTV. Right at the beginning, there was fans telling him to turn off your camera. You're not good for the club. And he was good for the club at the beginning because we were hearing from real fans what they actually wanted to say. Now it's all governed. It's all mad. It's a whole next thing, yeah? And Yeah, edited videos, all of that. But he was good at the beginning because we didn't want to see Jeff Stelling and all them old Donnies in the studio. We wanted to hear from real fans what they actually think from the boots on the ground. So it was good, but we all had to go, I'll turn your camera off. You're not no good for Arsenal. So what? You're saying anything Arsenal can do, you're just going to go along with it like some fucking lemon. Is that what you're telling me? Honestly, really? Arteta said run into the road. These man head first, you know? What's the matter with you, man?
They're one of them Just Stop Oil. They're one of them Just Stop Oil protesters, isn't it? They're going to lie in front of the road. They're going to lie in front of the road.
Exactly.
And watch the whole tank go over them to Ross because nothing ain't stopping.
Yeah. They're asking to get run over. If you're asking to
get run over,
it's all right because Jimmy Savile's our manager. It don't matter though because we're all Arsenal fans and we all have to just back whatever goes on. Because what are you talking about, man?
Johnny, I'll leave it with this. Johnny, I'll leave it with this, right? Yeah, you can think whatever you like. I'm not saying that we all have to be singing from the same hymn sheet and like have the same exact views. That being said, right, if you back this manager, if you back this process, yeah, then accept we're not a big club anymore. You know, let's not be a fucking hypocrite. If you think this guy is the guy, if you think these players are the best in the world, yeah, then cool. You should be aligning with us. But since you're not, then accept that we're mid-table Europa Conference League, Europa League football club, yeah? And we get the odd cup here and there. It's either one. You can't have both. You can't have your cake and eat it too, because that's what this manager's been doing. Moving like girl, moving like bitch, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because they back everything regardless. They can never be wrong. They literally want to have their cake and eat it. We got the best defense in the world. Come on, brother, man.
That Johnny was in my chat cracking up. See when we drew against Wolves, bro. He changed so quickly, bro. Seriously, Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, do you understand? You remember that, Johnny, when we drew with Wolves? What you were saying in the chat? Come on, man.
He forgot that. He's not going to answer that.
Slow down, Johnny. It's not over.
We have the receipts, guys. We will be there, guys.
It's not over yet.
Imagine, guys.
100%, man. 100%. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up. It was an elite show. An elite show, bro. Big up to you, Dan. Big up Views. Big up Nats. Big up Rob. Big up BBK, man. Of course, not to forget. And the chat as well, man. The chat as well. Listen, it was jokes. I can't lie. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Listen, we're going to redirect to Shane. So, yeah, people. We're going to see you soon. Probably 1 hour before the game or 1 hour and a half before the game, depending. And, yeah. Hopefully we go through, innit? Hopefully we go through and they will just take it from there. Big up, man. And we're out. Good night, people. Good night.
Peace.